Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing incredible. I am home from Portugal and Santorini and it has been a gorgeous couple of weeks. I had 2 weddings and it was amazing, but I'm also super happy to be back in routine and ready to hit a freaking phenomenal glute and hammy session. I also have a new outfit from Gymshark because I wasn't here when this parcel delivered. You're taking the piss, aren't you, really? How freaking cute is that? Use my discount code Lucy for discount on Gymshark. Anywho, I've also made the transition, guys, to gold jewellery. Everyone said when we were away it would suit my skin tone, and here we are. Except my rings. Do you know what also is blowing my mind a bit at the moment? There's so many people at the moment who are like, oh, hybrid's a trend. It's like not really a trend. There's a lot of people who actually want to achieve and go into more of a hybrid style training. And I think it's an awesome thing to do. So let's stop trolling people online and be a little bit more positive and a little bit more friendly to people. That's how we'll start this video. So give it a like and subscribe if you're not already. But yeah, I'm gonna walk you through how I train like I do. I guess I'm definitely more performance focused now, and health and aesthetic all in one, but performance is kind of at the front for me. I've seen the most benefit in terms of how my physique has changed. I just feel so much happier with how I look. I feel healthier. I'm the fittest I've ever been, and it's a great place to be. I'm literally just under 4 weeks out of my marathon, which is also very exciting, and then I've got Everest Base Camp and then a marathon abroad, which I don't even... Running in Portugal and Santorini really shocked me. So a hot marathon, we don't know, but we like doing hard things, and I'll see you in the gym. I also got some new trainers. I think these are the Metcon Hyperlift. Metcon 9s, unbelievable. Look at that. I'll always wear a flat shoe when I'm training legs for more stability, and you don't want a shoe like a running shoe which is going to rock you on things like squats and lunges. So either get a flat-footed shoe or just go barefoot. Home gymnasium. This is another thing, by the way, guys. I have literally not trained in a normal gym since we've had the home gym. The only thing for me I do technically need at like a gym is the sled pull and the sled push. They're the only 2 things for high rocks. I've got my rower, I've got my ski. We're getting a cable machine, but that's basically it. And to me, I get a fucking buzz from training in here. One top tip for you. I mean, it's obviously not possible if you go to like a gym. Put your phone not with you all the time, because what tends to happen sometimes during a session is you get so distracted by this, scrolling between sets, that you're not actually in the workout. I am guilty of this beyond belief. I don't know if it's because I'm filming a lot of the time, but I am always on my phone and it's so bad. Now, I've started leaving my phone in the house, which I'll do after I've written up the session, which is from my coach app, by the way, and you can get a 7-day free trial below. When I'm in the gym, I'll just leave it in my gym bag, but I have to go back and check the workout on the app. So today, everybody, we are doing glutes and hammies. The reason that I put glutes and hammies together is because it's posterior chain, you're working both of them. When I do my other session, I will go through my workout split with you. So first exercise is barbell hip thrusts. We're gonna do 4 lots of 6 to 8. So we're gonna go a tiny little bit heavier on that. Exercise 2 is a cast glute bridge, and we're gonna do 3 lots of 10 to 15 reps. Exercise number 3 is dumbbell RD Hells. Exercise number 4 is step ups. We love a step up, and we're doing 4 lots of 8. I don't know if I'm gonna do that with a barbell or a dumbbell yet. Exercise number 5, so we're gonna do good morning into heavy ass goblets. And then I'm gonna talk about my workout split. Now, I usually would finish with an EMOM today, and I will write it on for you so you can see what it is. But because I've just got off a plane and I've had about 4 hours sleep, we'll see how we feel. It's important to listen to your body. If you don't listen to your body, you're not really gonna make that progress. There we go. Right, let's go through that session a little bit today. We're gonna start with barbell hip thrust. So we're doing 4 lots of 6 to 8. So this is more our compound lift, our heavier lift, where we're gonna hit some progressive overload, we're gonna work pretty hard. Cast glute bridge, it's the top of the movement of the hip thrust. We're gonna drop the weight and we're gonna up the reps. Dumbbell RDL and step ups, I'm still gonna go pretty damn heavy on both of these exercises. Step-ups are probably one of the most underrated exercises for your glutes in general. Good mornings into heavy ass goblets. So good mornings, again, really good hamstring exercise, and goblet squats, probably a little bit more of a quad exercise as squats are in general. They are more anterior, but we are gonna hit some goblet squats and I am gonna go heavy on those as well. So we're gonna basically go straight into the session and we're gonna start with hip thrusts. Okay, we're just gonna start with a little bit of hip mobility, which is something that I will always do before lower body in general. Also, this is really exciting. I actually don't even know if I can show you, but I'm gonna use it today. Boom! That's for my coach. I'm so excited. I probably wasn't supposed to show you that. I probably was not supposed to show you that, but here we are. Now, it's really important that you do hip mobility and general, just like lower body warm-ups before your lower body sessions. If I'm doing barbell hip thrusts, for example, or front squats or whatever it is, because we know I don't like barbell back squats, it's really important just to warm up the hips, warm up the joints, get your body moving. It's different for everyone in terms of what they feel they need to warm up more. You guys know I have extremely temperamental and dodgy hips. So for me, it's really important to get those nice and mobile before I go into any session. But just for me, you know, pushing nice and wide with the hips, just, you know, getting them feeling juicy. Now I'm just gonna do a warm-up set with 70. Nice and chilling. I'm gonna go through the hip thrust a little bit with you. Gaze forward, chin tucked. This makes sure that we're not hyperextending the spine. By hyperextending the spine, it's when your spine's like this. You get a bad lower back and it's in an arch and it's super duper uncomfortable. Slight posterior tilt at the top of the movement. We don't want an anterior pelvic tilt where our back is arched. When we are at full hip extension, which is here, you can see that my calves, hammies, we're gonna create a 90-degree angle. If we're too far away, you're gonna feel it in your hammies. If you're too close to your body, you're gonna feel it in your quads. So find that foot position for me. Chin tuck, gaze forward, boom, up. You can also play around with your foot position as needed. This is how we do a hip thrust. We're gonna do 4 lots of 6 to 8 heavier hip thrusts. Oh, it's the hardest bit about the gym session. Okay, last set. Oh. And then we're gonna go into calf glute bridges. This is not gonna be a bougie angle, okay? We're just gonna show you the chin tuck. Okay, so we've done the barbell hip thrust. I will tick it off. We're gonna drop the weight, like 90-ish or maybe 110 for calf glute bridges. It's the very small top of the movement, so it's not the full movement. Hey, it's just the top. 3 lots of 15. See, it's just the top of the movement. Oh, that's so hard. So we're doing dumbbell RDLs. I'm gonna start with 22.5 kg and then if I can go up, I'll go up. Now, with an RDL, I'm gonna show you a quick demo. An RDL is a hip hinge movement. A lot of people will just go like this, and the dumbbell will just like, they want the dumbbell to touch the floor, but obviously your back is flexed, it's a really uncomfortable position. What we actually wanna do, nice strong stance, feet shoulder width apart. You'll be holding the dumbbells, and we're gonna hinge back at the hip. That is my full hamstring stretch, so I'm not suddenly gonna go, boom. I'm gonna keep the core nice and tight, and I'm gonna roll back up the quads, back up the thighs, and squeeze the glutes in. So a posterior tilt. Not doing this, not hyperextending or anterior tilt, top of the movement, hinging at the hips, and we're squeezing, keeping that neck in neutral. So I'm gonna do some. We've got 4 lots of 10. Great times. Oh, guys, knackered. I'm gonna tick off dumbbell RDLs. We're going into step ups, and then we've just got a superset. I might do some sort of EMOM, I'm not sure yet, but I think it's valuable that I talk about my workout split as a hybrid athlete. Now, context, background, I grew up as a full-time competitive swimmer, as an athlete, so I can tolerate high level of training output, I can tolerate a high level of activity because I've done it since I was literally 8 years old. Now, I say this because I think it's really important to understand context, to understand my background, my upbringing, and I think that's why I do put myself into these really hard challenges, because I know I challenged myself growing up, I'm just now challenging myself in a slightly different way. Workout split, so Monday I'll hit hamstrings and glutes. Posterior work, but not upper body, so we're doing hamstrings, glutes predominantly, and I'll also finish with an AMRAP, so as many rounds as possible, some sort of 15, 20 minute AMRAP, high rocks base. Still doing a lot of high rocks training, even though I'm not doing it until January. I love training for high rocks, so that is my Monday. Tuesday is an easy run, and I also film with YouTube. So if I'm doing like a YouTube challenge like Murph or Train Like or FBI fitness test, I will do my run really early in the morning, and then I'll do the YouTube. Sometimes the YouTube is just the run, but it's anywhere from a 10 to a 14K easy run, focusing on heart rate, nice and chilled. You guys have seen a lot of videos where I've done those easy runs, heart rates anywhere from 138 to like 147, 146, nice and chilled. Wednesday is full upper body, so full upper body focus, working very heavily on press ups and push ups as well, because I love working on weighted pull-ups, weighted press-ups, seeing what I'm capable of, how many I can do. I love doing those. So I'll always start the session with pull-ups and finish the session with press-ups. And then we'll do a lot of compound lifts, so we're doing shoulder press, push press, bench press, lat pull down, barbell row, that sort of thing. So it's a full upper body session. I'll sometimes do a WOD at the end of that, but a lot of the time I just leave it as it is. If I'm gonna do anything, it will be the rower or the ski erg, as in those elements. Thursday is intervals or tempo run. Now this is a hard ass session. I kind of dread my interval tempo sessions, even though when I do them, they are like really good sessions a lot of the time. This can be anywhere from 11K to 20K at the moment, because I'm kind of peaking my marathons in less than 4 weeks. So some of the sessions have been like 21K with intervals in, end up being like a whole shebang hardcore ass session. Sometimes it's not, it's like 4 lots of 2 minutes on rather than like 4K on or whatever it is, for example. Friday is either a complete rest day where I'll just hit steps and I'll just go on a walk, or I work on lower body again, but predominantly quads. So at the start of the week, we've got glutes and hammies, and I will add more glute elements into the Friday session, and also a bit of back. Friday's basically a shit mix. It's either a rest day or a shit mix. But also in general, throughout the week, if I feel I need a rest day, I'll take a rest day. If I feel like I don't need a rest day, I won't take a rest day. I really listen to my body. Week before we came away to before Portugal, I took 2 rest days just because I felt absolutely knackered. If I set myself a rest day and I feel really good and want to train, I will train. So mine's a little bit different. Saturday is a full long high rock session. Now the high rock session is anywhere from 60 minutes to 90 minutes. I'll either go to Hybrid Performance and do a class there, or I'll train here, or I'll go to the gym, and it's just a whole shebang hardcore high rock session, one of the hardest sessions of the week. And then Sunday is long run day. Now long run day is anywhere over 21K to around 36, 37K at the moment. I'm tapering down a little bit now for the marathon, so I peaked at like a 35K. 30K I did marathon pace, and we're going back down a little bit. So I've got 25K at marathon pace on Sunday, and then that'll be one of my longest last runs before the marathon in general, which I'm super excited because marathon training has been really, really hard. I've not documented it because I just felt a bit paranoid because of how injured I was at the start of the year with my ankle when I was supposed to do London, that I didn't want to share too much of this prep because it's made me feel a really certain type of way. But then I will obviously start sharing my training more so for like Everest, Base Camp, and then the Lanzarote Marathon is obviously just going to be hit and miss to see how I feel. But that is basically my week. I run anywhere from, at the moment, 50 to 65K a week. You know, it's just how I love to train, and it's how my body works really well. So that is my workout split, and we're now going on to, okay, dumbbell step ups. I'm actually only going to grab 1 dumbbell. Now this is how I personally just prefer to do a dumbbell step up. And what we're gonna do, you think about peeling off the ground and stepping up. So rather than jumping up into the exercise, which isn't gonna do anything for you, we wanna hit the glutes. The glutes is what we're focusing on here, and the hammies. So we're gonna lean into it, peel off, and step up. Her legs have gone. Guys, I'm strong. Moving on to our last part of the glute and hammies workout, and it is good mornings into heavy ass goblets is my exact words. Now, good mornings, sometimes people find them a little bit tricky. I'm gonna make them untricky for you. So we are going to rack the barbell like you'd be doing a barbell squat. Feet shoulder width apart, maybe slightly further than shoulder width with your toes only slightly pointing out. What we're gonna do, very similar to an RDL, hips back and hinge at the hips. And this is where my hamstring stretches. So knee bend, back up, posterior tilt. So going all the way controlled, breathe out. And then straight away, because it's a superset and superset means 2 exercises back to back. We are going straight into heavy goblet squats. I'm gonna start with 25 and then probably go to 27 or 30. What I do to get a goblet squat up, hold it, swing, and just like a weird little clean thing up. And then we're going straight in. I want you to sit back into the squat for me. Good depth. Tired, she's tired. She was strong 2 seconds ago and now she's tired. This is a great session though. I'm definitely getting my heart rate up as well. It's getting up there, say it's getting a little bit, I don't know if that's due to fatigue, lack of sleep, being red on my whoop. Usually, if I'm red on whoop, I wouldn't usually train, but I know it's just because lack of sleep and traveling on a plane. I know the reasons behind it. It's not a hidden illness or anything like that. So we've got 2 more. Pop it. She's knackered. Oh, yeah, no. Maybe it's the lack of sleep, but this is where we listen to our body. I mean, supposed to be finishing with an EMOM. I kind of just whacked that on there because it was part of the app session today. For Jake's Hiiii Rocks program, one of our My Coach coaches, it's an unbelievable program. 7-day free trial, go below. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna finish on some pull-ups into hanging knee raises. So I think I'll do 4 lots of 8-8, so 8 reps on each. So we'll start with 8 pull-ups into hanging leg raises. I mean, I don't know how again I'm gonna feel. I like just testing myself. I listen to my body quite significantly. So we're gonna do 8 pull-ups. I've also missed my pull-ups whilst I've been away. And then hanging leg raises. Do you know what? I actually really struggle with hanging leg raises and core work, and it's really weird because yes, I have a very predominant 6-pack. I have to work a lot on my core stability, I think, because swimming, we did like abs, but it wasn't abs. We didn't actually work on core stability and breathing properly through the core. And now I feel like I'm paying for it a bit because I really have to work on core strength, because when I was growing up and when I had like an eating disorder tendency and all of this, I used to just be like, I've got a 6-pack, so I don't need to train abs. Core mentality, it's not, if you've got a 6-pack, it doesn't mean you actually train abs. It just means you don't store body fat here, which I clearly don't store a lot of body fat here. So when I'm doing stuff like hanging leg raises now, I've really got to work on it because it just kills me off. Last set. This is where it gets really hard. Now, if it gets hard in a session, I want you to try and push through it. I know it is difficult, but she's got a head rush. Done and dusted, guys and gals. Hope you enjoyed my follow along train with me / workout split / me talking about everything and anything. Getting massive. Let me know what you enjoy on YouTube. I think you guys enjoy this because you always ask for it. Me, myself and I. Lucy Liza Howden, Lucy Davis Fit. I have 2 names now. It's fun. I have a stage name. Point aside, because she's blabbing. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Nearly didn't do anything today. Nearly didn't film YouTube. Nearly didn't train because I felt so tired, but I actually feel more energized after my session. And usually, a lot of the time you will feel energized. Find the difference between you actually being very fatigued and like ill or overtrained or whatever to just being lazy. There is a difference, so you just gotta know. I could have been lazy this morning. Glad I did it. Give it a big thumbs up, subscribe. Love you long time, bye.